Hey everybody, welcome back. We're in EDU 484 Pro Seminar. Very excited to have you back for the continuation of your internship. You're actually going to get into actually doing your internship hours, and you're going to continue your journey with human-centered design. So I'm going to bust open the course and kind of walk you through a few things for Module 1. I want to get you all started off on the right foot here. So really, we're, on behalf of Chris and Raylyn and myself, the entire 484 team, we just want to say thank you for coming back. Thank you for all the good work you did in 394. And we're excited to be helping to mentor you and guide you through this process. We know that it can seem daunting to do a whole semester-long internship with an organization outside of your comfort zone, but this is where you grow, and this is where we really learn those important skills that we're going to then take on into our future employment. So let's jump in. We're going to start this off. The course should launch later tonight, and then you'll want to get started right away in the welcome portion of this. Let me go ahead and let me enter student view so that way you're seeing, I'm seeing what you would be seeing. So you're just going to do your normal welcomes, our normal writing expectations, of course. Please make sure that you're adhering to APA 7 formatting and that you are using robust academic writing whenever you're responding to your HCD assignments, to your academic assignments, and of course to your yellow dig responses. Your assignment breakdown for the points breakdown is going to be here, and then we'll move on to your instructional team. So as you all know, I'm Patrick Clausen. I'm going to be your lead instructor. You also have Christine Watts, and you also have Raylyn Clausen. Please contact your instructor first before contacting me. If you have any issues, your instructor knows you. They're going to know what unique, they know your personality. They have been working with you already in a previous semester. If it's anything to do with academics, we're the ones that you want to contact it. But if it's something to do with your internship, remember to rely on the community engagement team. That's going to be Shua Wang and Abe Jimenez, and make sure that you're reaching out to them if it's something that has to do with a question of your internship and any of the paperwork that has to go into that. We are here to support you as a team. We are going to continue our communication using Slack. Please make sure that you get that on your phone. Make sure that you are logged into Slack on a daily basis and checking those messages. Oftentimes, your instructors will check Slack a few times a day, but more often, other students are going to be able to respond to your questions quickly. So if you want quick answers to questions, I recommend that you use Slack. You're going to continue using Yellow Dig for engagement. We love seeing those robust conversations that you are having and very diverse perspectives that come with a course like this, an online course from people all over the world who can bring different perspectives and different levels of experience. So please engage using Yellow Dig as much as possible. Furthermore, there is technology support, so if you run into any issues with your portfolio or any issues with any of the assignments, please reach out using Slack for technology support. So let's jump into Module 1. One of the things that you're going to notice about this course that's a little different from the previous one is right away there's a time on task table, and that time on task table really is there for you to kind of see how much time should I be spending on these assignments. How much time should I be spending on my HCD assignments as opposed to the hours that I should actually be spending in my internship? Real quick, throughout the entire semester, this semester is a traditional C session. That means it's going to be 15 weeks, and about 14 weeks of that is going to be you actually working in your internship, totaling about 85 hours, and that is going to break down to roughly 6 to 8 hours per week. If you're right in that range, then that's going to be where you want to be. But this really is more for kind of like gee whiz, like how much time should I be actually putting into each one of these assignments. We'll give a general module overview in every assignment with a welcome video like I'm doing right now. So you'll see that, a message from me with a points breakdown on the assignments and of course your objectives. So for this particular module, you're going to set up and complete a meeting with the organization that you partnered with back in 394. And meet with your supervisor. And then you're going to kind of come up with a game plan of what your weekly schedule would look like. And you're also going to discuss how your semester and like your schoolwork and your work and your life balance is all going to work together. You're going to update your portfolio, the same portfolio that you used back in 394. Please continue to use that same portfolio, and just that's just an extension of the good work that you've already been doing. And then you'll create a timesheet to record your time spent with your organization, and that needs to be very detailed so that way we can see all the good things that you are doing in your internships. There are some notes on HCD assignments. Please review your HCD presentations to refamiliarize yourself with the core competencies with human-centered design. And then, of course, your assignments breakdown is over here. Portfolio is worth 10 points. Your internship confirmation is 10. Timesheet development is 16. And organizational treasure hunt, which I'll go into in a little bit, is worth 40 points. I know that some of those points seemed a little bit wonky, but the whole idea behind that was to make sure that we total 1,000 points at the end of this course. And some of those assignments we had to kind of parse that out a little bit. Moving on, make sure that in Module 1, and this is going to be priority number 2, priority number 1 is to reach out to the organization that you're partnering with and set up a time to talk to your supervisor there. But priority number 2 is going to be in Module 1, 4 points assigned in Module 2. We want you to set up an individual meeting with your instructor, either myself, Chris, or Raylyn. You're going to have some conversations about the course and really, how to focus and how to set some goals and really talk about what this internship experience looks like for you. This course is a little bit different than your other academic courses. We really want a more hands-on approach. We want more face-to-face time with you. We want to let you know, like, we're people, we are teachers, we're educators. We want to mentor you. We want to guide you. We want to help you through this so that way you're doing an exceptional job representing ASU at these organizations, but also that these organizations are just seeing what incredible people you are, and the potential for maybe future employment can kind of rise to the top on that. And so really we just want to discuss things with you and get to know you a little bit more. Myself and Raylyn, we use a program called Calendly, and you'll just click on these links right here, and that will take you to our scheduling software. Chris uses Sign Up Genius, so please, if you are in her group, make sure that you're signing up with her. Now, the reason that that's stretching over 2 modules is because we wanted to give you enough time to look at your schedule and to block out good 15-30 minutes that you can meet with us. All of us, I know for a fact, are going to want to use Zoom, so if you could please schedule those with us as soon as possible. We would appreciate it. And then in Module 2, that is worth a significant amount of points, so please do not forget about this. Moving right along, we're going to go into your portfolio update. You're going to go back to your portfolio. You're going to update some pages. Everything in red is going to be the stuff that you're going to need to update as far as subpages are concerned. And then you are going to submit that in the same way that you did previously in 394. You're going to need to make sure that you publish that website and that you submit the live link into Canvas. And you'll be assessed using this rubric right here. Please make sure that you share it so that anyone in the world can see your webpage. Moving on to your internship confirmation form, if you have any questions about this, or if you're still if there's some ambiguity surrounding this, make sure that you reach out to your internship coordinator, either Shua or Abe, and they're going to help you lock that down and make sure that everything's squared away there. You're going to need to review your internship in Sonia. So please go into Sonia and check and see that your internship agreement is there, your confirmation form is there. And then you are going to, once you have done that, or if there are any changes updated and made sure that those changes are valid, you're going to take a screenshot and you are going to upload that into Canvas, and that's how you are going to submit. Moving on, your organizational treasure hunt. This is going to be one of the templates that you are probably intimately familiar with from the last course. One note I do want to give you on this is please make sure that you are using robust responses. This is not a worksheet. This is a way for you, think of this as a paper, but you are using this to kind of guide your thinking and really dive deeply into the who, what, where, when, and why of your organization, what it's going to offer, Find out as much as you possibly can on the web, but then I think that a good practice would be to ask the person who's going to be supervising you, because they probably know the organization as well as anyone in that organization. Then you'll submit that, and we move on to your timesheet. Your timesheet is something that you're going to have to add to your portfolio, and there are instructions on how to do that. This is a Google Sheet, very similar to Excel for those of you that are familiar with it. You are going to go into this every single week, and you're going to update it with your hours. Of course, you're going to put the basics: your name, your organization's name, supervisor's name, the schedule that you decide on with your supervisor. That does not have to be 8 total hours in one day. It can be, if that's the time you have available. It can be a couple hours a day. It can be 1.5 hours one day, 2 hours another day. What we want you to do is just come up with some kind of a consistent schedule that you're going to agree on with your supervisor at your internship site, and then have a weekly meeting with them. If there are any dates to avoid, put those in there as well. We don't have any significant breaks. We do work through the spring break, so for online students, please make sure that you are noting that. So if you are taking time away from work, or you're going to go be with your kids on spring break, we do continue the academic semester through spring break. You'll note your hours. That will have to total up to 85 hours. And then you will have to make sure that you are documenting things according to your internship activities, so like what you did when you were there, but also what HCD activities you're doing, because the whole idea behind this internship is that you're not just showing up to do free labor, that you are actually engaging in the HCD process, and that you are developing some sort of product or some process that is going to help people grow in some way. Some people do a reading program, some people do some sort of training, some people do professional development. It really is up to you. That's the whole point of the HCD process, and we are going to work on that a lot this semester, and you'll really implement it next semester. Okay, so that's your timesheet. If you have any questions on that, please reach out to any one of your instructors. And then make sure that you are embedding that in your portfolio, and that is sent in as a link every single week. You need to make sure that you are sending that in every week. We are not going to go into your portfolio and check that timesheet. We are going to go into Canvas to then click on the link that you provide to show us the updated versions of your timesheet. So next would be Module 2. So we've finished all of the kind of the preliminary work here. I just want to once again say thank you so much for returning and for the great work that you are going to be doing this semester. Remember, this is an entire semester. This will go for the entire spring. This is not a 7.5-week course. So there is a little bit more time. It's going to be roughly one assignment per week, but this first module, you'll note if you look at the schedule that it is 10 days. Please go back and check the schedule. Please review the syllabus. Make sure that you understand what is expected of you as a student. Update your calendars and inform your supervisors at work if you need to kind of flex your schedule a little bit to make sure that you make room for this internship. Let us know if you have any questions. We are available via Slack, and we are also available via email. And please make that appointment to speak with us as quickly as possible. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a lovely night, and we really look forward to working with you.